How many of us remember a situation where someone promised over and over again to do something and never followed through? Maybe you were that person. Did you finally end up losing trust in those promises? Did you kind of stop believing that that thing would ever happen? I think most of us would say we don't want to be that person. But sometimes we also think that if we say yes to all the things, we're being helpful, visible, needed, productive. But then we go in a million different directions and we never get anywhere. We never get anything done. So today we're talking about practicing commitment care as a way to act effectively. And we'll look at how to practice this using a commitment map. If this is your first visit, welcome. I'm Megan, and I am fascinated by how we make sense of what we know and do so that we can cultivate a life that matters. That's why this channel is a space for us to experiment and apply various tools and techniques that help us take one meaningful action to connect with who we want to be. If that sounds good to you, come on in. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this every month. Last year, I shared a short video on preventing commitment creep and looked at how we might prevent taking on more projects than we can handle or avoid ballooning commitments and ballooning projects. I wanted to revisit that idea, but from a more intentional perspective, and look at how we can cultivate which commitments we take on in the first place before they ever get to be too much. In his book, Start Finishing, Charlie Gilkey points out that the more active projects we start in a given time frame, the less likely it is that we'll actually finish. And finishing is what we want to do. He also reminds us that the more projects we have, the harder it will be for us to actually make progress on any of them. Now, what Gilkey calls projects, I'm calling commitments. Why? Because when we say yes to something, we are making a promise to ourselves and to others. We're saying, I am showing up and providing what I can to make this desired result a reality. So by limiting our active commitments within a given time frame, we can act more effectively because we're more aware of what's on our plate. We have greater clarity and we can plan our schedules. We can provide the best resources at the right times. And most importantly, we can be present to the significant relationships and people in our lives because we have the space and the energy to really be present to them. Practicing commitment care can help us be more balanced, organized, and effective because we know we're doing the right things at the right times for the right reasons. CEDAR is a framework I've developed that helps us collect what resonates, explore its significance, discern what matters, act with purpose, and reflect on what we've learned. We can use CEDAR to define the function of our digital tools, make an important decision, organize a research project, or identify where we are in a process or a situation. Whether we make a new commitment, pursue a goal, or just review our day, we always need to collect, explore, discern, act, and reflect. That's why I find that practicing commitment care is a great technique to use in the ACT stage of CEDAR. This also pairs well with the LIFT index video that I did last month, and I'll leave a link to that video down below too. So let's refresh. We usually take on commitments because we want to say yes. We think we can't say no. We don't have a clear sense of what's already on our plate. And we don't realize how much time or effort it will take. Commitments also include things beyond projects, which we often associate with our professional lives. They include hobbies, exercise, relationships, communities, families. These ask for just as much time, energy, skill, and resources as any specific project. They ask us to make a promise and show up. So it's time to get clear about what's on our plates and create a commitment map. For this, just use whatever tool you're most comfortable with. That could be Miro, Whimsical, MindNode, physical whiteboard, pen and paper. Anything will do as long as it's accessible and easy for you to use. Consider 5 key areas of your life. Personal, which could include hobbies, exercise, travel, new skills. Professional, which includes travel, meetings, projects, development, all the administrative tasks. You also want to think about relational. This is partners, families and children, your friends, acquaintances. Then you also want to look at communal. This could be religious communities or your residential communities. This could also be social or political advocacy. And then you also want to look at operational. And this is what makes your life happen. This is scheduling doctor's appointments, picking up dry cleaning, getting groceries, all of those things. By visually mapping out these areas of your life that call for your attention and your care, you can gain clarity on what's necessary and significant. Now, this isn't the whole of commitment care because we still need to do project and task management. But this high-level view gives us a chance to see the landscape of our commitments and determine which ones receive our attention and energy in this season of life. By practicing commitment care this way, you give yourself the space and the freedom to show up and keep your promises to yourself and to others. And that is one meaningful action that you can take right now to connect with who you want to be. I so hope that this idea is helpful for you. If you use it, drop a comment below and let me know how it works for you. If you'd like to learn more about Cedar, click the link in the description below and you can grab that email course. And if you'd like to learn more about the process and experience of uncovering our true selves, tapping into our imaginations, and doing what matters most, you should check out my twice monthly newsletter. You can subscribe to that below. Until next time, Shalom.